the Minority Fellowship Program has had a very major impact in that it sort of pushed me toward higher education, faculty positions. I've had 3 faculty positions at public universities in Ohio. And I think the program shaped me that way because I had wonderful role models, and that is how it had an impact upon me, giving me mentoring when I needed, a lot of peer support. That was very important to me, and providing me the opportunity to not have to worry so much about finances. I could concentrate on studying and learning materials that would be helpful to the community and to students, you know, later on. I would say through the Minority Fellowship Program, it helped underscore what I was already doing. I always had a keen interest in minority community, and I could see disparities in terms of service. So the program helped me to identify that there was a critical need, particularly since the Council on Social Work Education was willing to support me in this effort. I knew it was important for that reason, and also, as I said, through my previous work in the community, knowing that there wasn't an equal playing field, so to speak, as far as being able to receive services if you were poor, if you were, say, a person of color, African American. Sometimes you were stereotyped in terms of the kinds of services that maybe practitioners thought you needed, or maybe not having cultural competency to understand the strengths within your community. Through the program, I was also exposed to other cultures through my peers in the Minority Fellowship Program. There were other fellows who were from a Native American background, Asian background, people from all walks of life. And so I developed appreciation and more knowledge about other cultures. And it helped to expand my horizons from that standpoint. So it was very beneficial, the exposure I had, and I could respect other cultures. And it helped me to learn that respecting and have an understanding of my culture more was important, self-awareness. And so through that interaction in the program with others from different ethnic groups really helped me to grow as a professional so that I could show and that kind of experience to others, create that environment in the classroom as well as the community where they could learn through experiential exercises how to develop an awareness of themselves and respect other cultures, and to be better practitioners and to understand the importance of cultural competency. It is an aspect of all walks of our lives, and I think the program really emphasized that and promoted it. They definitely have contributed to my success in that the long-lasting relationships that I've had have helped me in terms of presentation, securing information, supporting one another when we were going through the tenure process, building confidence and support. We helped each other from the beginning through end, and we each had a strength of our own and uniqueness, and we used that to support each other. And when you're minority, sometimes African American woman in higher education, you don't always have those support systems maybe in your institution. So I could reach out to the relationships I had built through the Minority Fellowship Program and gather some of the support or some of the information that I needed, in addition to what I was receiving within the institution. But you have to extend out, reach out, and cultivate those relationships. And so I try to tell the current fellows now how important it is to maintain those relationships into the future. I would say I particularly can reflect back on the group meetings we had when we discussed our individual experiences when we were in the doctoral program. Is very challenging. So building each other up and the confidence, the sharing time that we had. And when the alumni would come back and talk to us about their experiences and take an interest in us, that's what I can say was an important memory. And also Dr. Aracelis Francis, when she was the director of the program, she was a mentor to us all. She knew us by name, and also she gave us ongoing advice. If there was some area where maybe we needed to work harder in, she would point that out. And if we had done something particularly well, she would point that out. But she was an ideal mentor, and you know, she maintained that relationship with us even after we graduated. We completed the Minority Fellowship after we received our doctoral degree, I should say. She was, you know, there for us. And so relationships were so important, building those relationships, maintaining the relationships. And I think that's why I'm here tonight. I want to make sure the program continues into the future.